This is the most boring title I've ever seen. Title and thumbnail were absolute stinkers. Turning a sphere outside in. And I don't care. I don't care about turning a sphere outside in. But I looked at the comments. I'm actually not sure what this video is about anymore. I love how the reveal that they're siblings is totally abrupt, comes out of nowhere, and the script continues with this knowledge in mind without skipping a beat. I love how the animation just goes on during their emotional dialogue. And this went from a normal geometry course to your average brother and sister argument to a therapy session. I have no idea what is going on, but we're gonna check it out. I think it's gonna be a good video. Let's do it. This is from a YouTuber named Hugbees.
Mathematicians can turn a sphere inside out.
Yes, that's true.
What's the big deal? Just poke a hole in it and pull it through.
Sure, but the point is to do it without making a hole.
But then it seems impossible.
You're right. You cannot do it with an ordinary sphere. This sphere is made of an abstract elastic material.
This is how physicists just lie to you, chat. You know what? I'm pro-education, but physicists will always be like, oh, it's made out of some magic material that can do all these things that don't exist. Yeah, sure, man.
And pass through itself.
It can pass through itself? Yes, scientists. Scientists are getting paid to make up shit like this.
Do you think allowing self-intersections makes it easy? Try it.
Alright, a bit passive-aggressive there, but I'll just push the two halves right through each other. It's impossible. You'd have to crease or pinch it to turn it inside out.
Unless?
It is surprising, but watch this.
Oh!
Is this it? Is this a sphere turning inside out?
You bet. That wasn't easy to follow, was it?
Well, actually it was, thanks to the helpful visual. What's not easy to follow is your condescending attitude.
To figure out what's going on, let's
I'm sorry?
look at something simpler. We're really trying to turn this circle inside out. We only built the wall so we could see the different sides.
Well, no shit. You just explained
What is happening here?
that this is an example to look at something simpler.
Okay, is this... Okay, am I watching... This would be very funny to me, and I don't know if this is the case. If this was a regular video with a woman speaking, and the guy just dubbed over it, paused the scenes, and then added some very... Yes, okay, I get it. I get the humor. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant.
If we could make sharp bends in the material, we'd be able to turn any curve into any other by moving each point of the initial curve in a straight line toward a target point in the final curve.
Okay.
If I were able to sharply bend you, could we turn you into less of a bitch?
Pulling a
The throat
glue
clearing.
tighter and tighter is not really a gradual change. It's like having a corner in disguise, so it's against the rules.
Well, if you can't have corners, and you can't pull loops tight, I think it's impossible to turn the circle inside out.
Yes, you're right.
What?
Wait a minute. Am I supposed to believe you can turn a sphere inside out, but not a circle?
Yes. There is something fundamental about curves that would have to change if you were to turn a circle inside out.
Oh.
And that something cannot change under our allowed motions.
And what's that?
I'll explain. Imagine a monorail atop the wall.
Okay.
Now, the rule about monorail traffic is
I know how a monorail works.
Okay, are we just going to keep pouting like this? Are you here to learn how to turn a sphere inside out? Or are you here to whine and cry? On this track, the car is always turning
What an insane pause.
left. As it goes around the circle once, it makes one full turn toward the left.
I had a hard time following the net turning for this winding track.
That's natural, but there's another way to...
fucking excuse me. I forgot that...
That's natural, but there's another way to...
fucking excuse me. I forgot that you, the overlord of science and geometry, struggled to grasp how us pathetic mortals can have difficulty with this simple venture.
Okay, are you going to behave? Or am I done teaching you how to turn a circle inside out for the day? If we find every spot where the track is facing due east, the track is curving away from us. Viewed
Okay.
from here, it looks like a smile.
Ooh, smiles. Ooh, yeah, it's like I'm a 4-year-old.
At these places, the car would be turning left.
Okay.
At others, the track looks like a frown, curving toward us. At these points, the car would be turning right. The net number of full turns increases when the car passes a smile and decreases when it passes a frown.
Ah.
Starting at 0.
Why are they trying to teach me this insane math like I am a 4-year-old? Why do we care about the turning number?
I see. The turning number measures happiness.
If you insist.
So your turning number is probably deep in the negatives, huh?
Now, the nice thing about the turning number is that it remains the same when a curve changes according to our rules. What's the turning number for the 2 circles? Remember to use smiles and frowns to help you out.
Do I have to? I can't just look at the curve shape in relation to the purple walls?
Use the fucking smiles and frowns.
Oh, shit.
This one has 1 smile and no frowns, so the
No frowns?
turning number is 1.
Okay, never mind.
And if the gold is outside, 1 frown and no smiles, -1.
Oh, it depends on where the...
It
Only the purple,
makes
I
sense.
see. Got
It also makes sense immediately, if you're not a total fucking moron.
Well then, I'm surprised you figured it out. So the reason you cannot turn a circle inside out
Is because you're an uptight bitch. And also the turning number would change or something.
Oh,
But
I
wait,
see.
doesn't the-
So what they did was turn it into multiple
Of
curves.
course. A dumb sack of shit like you would think that. Your analogy is childishly cute. But to make it complete, we must look at a general surface and consider all the points where it is horizontal and gold is on top. Near a bowl or a dome, the horizontal stripes form rings. Near a saddle, they form an X.
Oh, you dumb bitch. Oh, you dumb, stupid bitch. I fucking got you now. Spheres don't have saddles.
And your inability to grasp basic concepts is why I'm the one teaching you here. Add domes and bowls and subtract saddles.
Add domes
This number
and
is
bowls,
1 for the sphere,
subtract
no matter
saddles.
which face is out.
Okay, I'm willing to believe that turning numbers don't prevent the sphere from turning inside out. I would immediately believe it if anyone but you told me. But none of this means you can actually do it.
Oh, I know. I know it's so hard for you to see. I get it. You're trapped all alone with yourself inside that dumb, caveman-like brain of yours, rattling these concepts around in your skull back and forth, desperately, oh so desperately trying to grasp something beyond the basic perception you have of this universe. You know there's concepts out there beyond what you can see. Math that calculates things above the numbers you can count on your fingers. You're aware of how much of the universe you don't know, and yet you're trying so desperately hard to claim you can understand some of it. You don't need the answers to life's questions. You just need the ability to understand something above your current scope of daily life. Something, anything, to make you sound smart. To let you tell yourself that you're aware of anything outside of the most mundane parts of your existence. Because things like this are just too difficult for someone like you.
I mean, it is a little confusing.
Fuck you.
Steve Smith
She gets a monologue and that's all he gets? That's all he gets? Oh, she struck a nerve.
proved it was possible in theory in 1957. Do you remember the simple way to transform one curve to another when sharp bends are allowed?
Yes, you just go straight from one to the other.
When curves have the same turning number, this method can be adapted to work without sharp bends.
Oh.
The trick is to add waves to the curve.
Can we
What
do
the
it on a
fuck?
simpler one?
I knew you would ask that.
Oh my god, I want to slap you so badly. I swear to fuck, I want nothing more than to choke the fucking life out of you. I am so fucking done with
We
this.
start by marking small pieces of the curve that will serve as guides for the transformation.
We make the connecting segments between adjacent guides bulge out into corrugations.
What are you?
This allows the segments to move freely around each other as long as they remain more or less parallel.
Give me that! Hand that over right now, you cocky piece of shit. Taking my script like that. How dare you? Tricking the people at home into thinking you know what you're talking about? How dare you?
Yeah, and I'll bet you wouldn't know jack shit about this either without that.
Yo, they're having an argument right now, but I think I just saw God on this. What the fuck?
Hand that over.
Did you guys see that? Are you guys watching this line? What the hell? It seems impossible. It goes from purple to yellow.
Shit about this either without that precious script.
Oh, it didn't go from purple to yellow. Wait, am I smoking weed? Did they even actually do anything?
Like that.
Did they just gaslight me?
You?
Hey, job's not done.
Yeah, and
How
I'll bet
dare
you wouldn't know jack shit about this either without that precious script.
I wrote the script, you dick sneeze. I have a PhD in theoretical mathematics. This is my course.
It's the other side of the line. It was the other side of the line before.
Where were we?
Dude.
But the wavy curve is springy enough to remain smooth throughout. The same way your mattress was springy enough for me to fuck your brains out while your husband wasn't home.
This isn't the time or place for that.
Oh, that's why she's getting a divorce. They're jilted lovers. Oh.
We have to keep
Then when
adjacent.
It's all making sense. A bit of a Romeo and Juliet situation.
The time. Come on. You're going through a messy divorce because after all this time, all these years, you still can't get enough of my disgusting caveman cock. I might not be as smart as you and your dumb fucking turning numbers, but I've got a PhD in plowing your shit inside out.
Watch what happens when we try to turn a figure 8 into a circle.
I don't fucking care what happens when we try to turn a figure 8 into a fucking circle. I don't give a flying fuck about avoiding sharp bends. Why are you avoiding me?
Because what we did was wrong. It was wrong, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to pretend it never happened.
What was so wrong
fair.
about it? You're in a loveless marriage. Your husband isn't that great of a guy. I'm pretty sure he was seeing women on the side anyway. So you finally decide to take charge for once in your life. Do something for yourself. Go for what makes you happy instead of desperately trying to piece what you have together into a puzzle that you can't possibly decipher. I touched you in a way that you hadn't felt in over a decade. You can't deny it.
That's exactly why I'm upset, you fucking moron! This is not what a brother and sister are supposed to do!
And who fucking cares if we're related? Do you think the scientists who learned how to turn a sphere inside out followed the rules? Fuck no. They threw everything they knew out the window and started experimenting, even if it was with their family members.
Math is literally nothing but rules.
Well, whatever. Christ. Rules were made to be broken, and you were made to be happy.
No. No. I was happy. I was happy until you came back into my life. These little games we started as teenagers couldn't keep going. This vile, reprehensible shit had to stop.
I just wanted to learn how to turn a sphere inside out.
You know, your husband and I talked. We talked a lot. We weren't exactly friends, but we were very chummy. And you know what he told me once?
No.
He told me you screamed my name during sex.
Stop.
He told me you did it more than once.
Fuck you.
And he said you explained it was a bad habit you got from sharing a room with me for so many years growing up. And he thought nothing of it, but I think he knew. He knew something. He had to. It was so obvious. I mean, you react to these things without even thinking about it. I can see it now. You're running through all these taboo thoughts in your head on fucking replay. I don't give a shit about the money they're paying me for this, or the turning the spheres inside out, who's right or who's wrong.
You're right. I've been lost for so long. I felt empty. I always thought I could find comfort in the sciences. Everything makes sense in math and geometry and physics. I dedicated my life to numbers because I knew they could never confuse me. But here I am, just confusing myself.
Man, fuck science. When was the last time you ever used science in your life? You're gonna care more about what fucking characters die in your favorite drama TV show and how much free fucking time you have to spend with your friends this weekend than anything that could ever happen in science. It doesn't matter. Science is completely irrelevant to anything. Who in the shit has...
Hey, first true thing he's ever said.
Yeah, fuck science. That shit's for nerds. Turning a sphere inside out without poking a hole in it. What was I thinking? That's impossible. You'd obviously have to pinch or crease it to turn it inside out.
Yeah, now you're talking. Come on, let's get the fuck out of here, Oni-san.
So, do you think we should tell Mom?
She already knows.
What? How?
Well, why do you think she and Dad have the same last name?
Because they're married?
You have a lot to learn about turning things outside in.
Well, that's how you turn a sphere inside out. Or have sex with your sister. You know, it's crazy. I didn't think there'd be a video that could teach you both, but maybe that's why it has 1.4 million views. Maybe should have ended with that one. How am I gonna watch something after that? I feel like it turned off my react button. At a certain point, I just had to listen.